Virginia with the all-time turnaround title.
What has life been like since you walked off the court in Minneapolis with the national championship?
Probably a little more recognizable, you know, and people are so excited in Charlottesville, so people will stop you and share the stories of how it impacted them and their family. But honestly, besides that being recognized and people wanting to do more pictures, it hasn't been that much different. It doesn't change, just like when we lost the year before, it didn't change who you were, and when you win it, it doesn't. You just have I guess a bigger sense of gratitude and thankfulness to get to have done something in your profession that, you know, you dream about.
When you look back at the 180, if you will, from the loss to UMBC to winning the national championship, what are you most proud of?
Yeah, I think having to just step up and block it all out and just be as resilient as possible and face the challenge. When you have adversity, it just knocks you to your knees, it refines you, you just get after it, and it simplifies things. You purify what you got to do in your mindset.
Shock and awe in college basketball. UMBC makes history in Charlotte.
When we lost, we said we're not going to sweep it under the rug. We're going to look at it, we're going to grow from it, face it head on, but we're not going to obsess over it.
Gardner Webb against the #1 seed out of the South bracket, the Virginia Cavaliers. They've been waiting a year for this to atone for the shocker of all shockers. What a start for Gardner Webb, and they're up 10 on Virginia.
Frustration right there. Not the start they wanted.
Wow. Whew.
How about this? Playing with a lot of confidence.
Oh, boy.
I think what set the stage for the national championship is how we responded at that moment when we were down 14 in the first round against Gardner Webb, and then feeling all those feelings again in a really oppressing, the pressure was real, and that was tough.
Virginia working their way back into this game.
Jerome finds his spot and buries the three.
I don't think they've smiled in a while.
3 more for Virginia. Now on a roll. Letting go of a lot of frustration.
This will help them on their journey to Minnesota.
To see our guys go through, win that game, I knew that they'll carry that with them the rest of their life, and you just keep your composure and your fight, and they did that, and I thought then the rest of the tournament, no moment was too big.
Look back at that tournament run, and it felt like you guys had a little bit of everything. I mean, you had to earn this thing. What did that tell you about your group?
We played great basketball because we were up in a lot of those games, so you have to play quality basketball, but just statistically, the odds to win the percentage of just one of those 3 games that we won our last 3 games was, the percentages were crazy, but when you do it 3 times in a row, it kind of makes you stand up and take notice.
Back top, Diakite, a race for it, into the hands of Clark. He's got a chance to win it here. Up the front, here's Diakite, with the tie! Virginia advancing to the Final Four for the first time since 1984.
Looking, it's Guy from the corner for the win. Hold on, did I hear a whistle?
Wow.
We got a foul call. He got all 3. And Virginia is heading to its first ever national championship game appearance. Jerome gives it up, far side, Hunter hits the 3 to tie it. Hunter hit the shot at the end of regulation. Does it again.
And Hunter's stepping up big time.
Virginia is your national champions. It really couldn't be any other way.
There's no story like this in my memory in college basketball.
No.
The moment was never too big, and they never panicked because we were grateful for what happened, and we could live with a loss, and we could handle a win, and I think that allowed us to be our best in high-pressure moments. It felt like destiny in a way. Now looking back on it, it makes for a great story. It drew us together and made us realize more important things than just winning games and championships. So those are things that'll carry way beyond basketball.